Hello everyone. So today I'm going to implement that missile shooting system from the helicopter, the one you just saw. So as you can see here, there are 8 missiles attached to the helicopter and you can shoot them. So let's see how to implement that today. And Merry Christmas everyone. So if you are watching in future, so I recorded this video on the Christmas day of 2021, and yeah, an attack helicopter should be a cool gift from Santa. So yeah, let's see how to make an attack helicopter with missile shooting today. I mean, who wouldn't love an attack helicopter from Santa? Okay, so for the missile shooting part, I wish to use the same missile system I have implemented here, actually this RPG. So we can reuse some of the stuff from that. So this is the RPG system we have. Right, now let me open this blueprint. And here this is the way we have implemented the emit bullet. Let me keep this aside for now, and I need to attach these rockets here. So here we have this RPG grenade. Let me check that. Right, this RPG grenade, it has this trail as well, and I already have a different missile mesh. Oh, where is it? Where can I see that? Right here. This is the missile mesh. So right, I think we don't have to reuse this. Let's create a single missile actor that we can do everything we need, including movement part as well. So where should we do that? Under attack helicopters, attack helicopters, or I think it would make more sense if I do it here. Right, here let's create a new blueprint class using actor. Missile. Let me open that. Here I'll attach that missile mesh under the default scene root. Forward direction seems wrong. Let me drag and drop and see. And also scale is, it's too small, and it should align with the red arrow. So 90, no, minus 90. Yeah, that's correct. And the scale, and 4 of these should be on each side of this helicopter. Let me open it. do we have any predefined sockets here? Right, under our missile holder join, let me add a socket. Missile R0. It should be under this, I think. Yeah, okay, let's attach one missile to the helicopter. Oh, right, direction is wrong, so let's rotate the socket from the top. Let me undo that and enable step in. Snap it, right? Oh, that's reversed. Right, now it's correct. Location seems off. Is that correct? No, it should be in the middle, I think. Right, that seems correct. Okay, just like this we have to attach few more sockets. Let me copy this, transform this one. Oh, I don't think we can duplicate this. No. Right, now this should be under this. Okay, now another one. and wait. Right, so we had to do the same thing to the other side as well, but let's just test this first. Right, everything is perfect. Right, now I'll do the same thing without recording into the left wing. Actually, I decided to make a change. Here I'm going to get rid of this R because I can later on write a function that I can just iterate through using an integer. So if I have R and L, that could be a problem for me. Not a problem, just a small inconvenience. So missile from the left side, I'll name from, well, we can actually do an order in here. Yeah, this one I'll name 2. Wait, this one, what I'm gonna do is having different if this is 0, this one should be 1, and then this one should be 2, and then this one should be 3. Again, this one should be 4. So in that way I can like shoot one from the right, then shoot one from the left. I can do something like that. Add another one. Side 5. Six. So right now I have to set the correct location and rotation. I'll do that without recording. Right, I added sockets to the other side as well, but I'm not going to attach missiles in this way. I'm going to add them through the code. So for that I'll add a function add sockets. Here I'll run a for loop starting with index 0 and ending from index 7 because that's the last missile index. Here create spawn actor from class, and as the class I'll select missile spawn transform. I'll as this 0 0 0 everything, and try to adjust, but always spawn. And the output attach to component. As the parent, I'll select the helicopter mesh, and as the socket name, let's create a string, convert this from a string or letter name, no, string to name. Okay, and here I'll do an append. The starting string would be missile underscore, and the next part is this index. Location rule, snap to target, rotation rule, snap to target, scale rule, I'll keep world, and let's see what happens. And let's call this function. We need to store the references to these rockets into a variable, so let me promote this to a variable missiles, and let me delete this because this has to be an array. Right, add the reference to the array. Now let's call this function in the begin play. Oh, not rockets, I think I should call this add missiles. Right, now if I simulate, we have the missiles, but they are very small, because when we add it manually, we have this scale of the root which is 16.5, and that is not applied for the missile. So here I'll increase this 16.5 scale. Let's apply that scale and play. Now as you can see, that scale is correct. Oh, this right side missile direction is wrong. Okay, we can easily fix that. That was right side, right? Yeah. We have to set this value to -90. Can I edit them all at once? Seems so. Right, now the direction is correct. What about this one? This is the additional one I just attached. I just placed in the world. Okay. Right, now we have the rockets. Alright, wait a minute. We already have this bullet projectiles, so we have all the things we need to make this missile move. All we have to do is have different velocity. So yeah, what if I let me rename this as root and that mesh, and then I can make this missile a subclass of the bullet. Right. I'll use this missile mesh instead of the bullet mesh. And delete this. .01. Okay, so that means the scale has to be 165. Oh, row. Wait, where did I change the 16.5? Right, root has to be invisible. Wrong direction. Let me place one in the world and check first. Wait, that's so small. That's because of this scale, which should be 1. Alright, that scale seems correct, but there should be a rotation to the bullet mesh. Yeah. Minus 90. Yeah. Right. Okay, now it is correct. And now all we have to do is we have this move to custom event, and yeah, basically that's all we need. So, and one more thing, here we have this speed. By default it's 5000. Let's promote this to a variable 5000. I'll reduce it for the missile because it's not as fast as a bullet. Let's try for 100 first. And then in that missiles, yeah, I already have this array. So what is the key I should use to shoot missiles? Let me check the current inputs I have. Well, at the moment I only have fire, which is left mouse, so I'll use this jump button for missiles because I don't have anything else. Here, jump action event, and I'll name this as shoot missiles. So how do we shoot missiles? Get the missiles. How do we shoot normal bullets? Well, for that we use FireMG, get the camera, get world location. This is the calculation we do. I think I should let's collapse this part into a function so that I can reuse the same thing. Date shoot target. So this will update this shoot target position, so I can use the same position to shoot missiles. Here update shoot target, and then we need to have a counter that keeps the count of the missiles that we have already shot. So get, I'll promote this to missile count. So when we add missiles, I'll increment these missile counts. Wait, if I do that, missile count could be one item larger than the actual index of the missiles. So set missile count with this index. Right, then by default I'll make it -1 here. First we need to check we have missiles, so get the missiles count. If it is larger than -1, that means we do have missiles. Get the missile and decrement it afterwards. Move to as the shooter. What did I use here? Self, and shoot target from this self. After that, decrement. Okay, to make it easier for testing, where did it go? One missile went somewhere, but I'm not sure where. The missile did go somewhere, but not exactly the direction I expected. To make this easier for testing, I move this up and set it to auto process. Right. First row. Oh, I think there is a delay in setting this shoot target. So here, let's set a return node. And return the shoot target. Yeah. So then, instead of using this, let's use the result directly, and we should do the same here as well. Right, now let's see. Oh, still raw. They are going elsewhere. And one more thing, we don't need this add to pool part for now. For the rockets, missiles, so let's set a valid node here and check if we have a valid shooter reference. If yes, let's add it to the pool. Otherwise, let's skip that step, and I'll disconnect the move to shooter input from here. How come they are moving to a completely different direction? So to understand that, here let's override move to event. Let's call the parent function and add the let's draw a debug line. And for the start, get the location, and as the end I'll use the shoot target. Line color, let's use some visible color. This duration 5 seconds, thickness 5. Right, we get the direction correctly, but still the bullet is moving somewhere else. How does that happen? I paused the game in the middle. Can we select this? Right. Okay. Alright. I think this may have to do something with the missiles are already been attached to the helicopter. What if I first detach them? Detach from actor. Yeah, let's try that first. Location, keep world, rotation, keep world, scale, keep world. Alright, now it is working, but the speed is too slow. Right, but that is something we can solve. So we don't really need this debug line now. Let me just delete that. Speed, let's try 2000. Still it could be faster. Default value we have is 5000, so let's try 3000. Okay, and it has to be rotated to face the moving direction, and actually for that we can either set the direction here, or we can do simple calculation here, like let's just set the direction here for now. Set location, rotation, not location. No, I'll do it here. Set rotation using get location, and find a look at rotation to look at the target and use it as the new rotation. Let's try that. Right, now they are correctly facing. Okay, now let's add the effects. So for the sound effects, we already have some missile effects. Let's first add this trail effect. Let me copy this to the missile. Well, the direction is wrong, not wrong. It should be like this. Should be in the middle. And this should only be activated when we shoot the missile. So deactivate it by default, and we again need to override move to. And default to parent function, and then activate the trail. And in order to deactivate this, we need another event, let's say on hit. So let's have another function, custom event on bullet, on hit, just on hit. Here let's call on hit, and let's override that on hit event here. On hit event. So I'll for now just deactivate this. deactivate the trail, and just like in this RPG grenade component, I'll add this explosive component. Let me copy that so that we can make an explosion in the place where this hit. So this component is something we have already created when we work on the explosive barrels. Exploit. Wait, why the fire wasn't activated? Oh, it should be visible. I should disable auto activate, sorry. Right. And there seems to be a slight delay when calling the on hit. So we can prevent that if I call on hit right after the trace surfaces. On hit right. Okay, and as for the sound effects, I think I can reuse this flamethrower shoot and flamethrower loop. Let's add the loop here. Sound loop to the missile. A pretty high volume multiplier, and this has to be looping, and it is already looping, I think. Yeah, this also should not be auto activated. Should be activated only when we shoot. So and also we need to have one-time sound, play sound at location and the starting location. So this should be flamethrower shoot. I'll add a bit high volume multiplier. I didn't really hear the sound. Let's check the attenuation setting. Oh, it's a small range. Should be high range. constant range should be fine. Okay, and one issue is that you may have noticed that when we shoot from here, we get the hits in here in this helicopter easily, but when we shoot from the helicopter, they don't get detected. See, I think the reason should be that I have by mistake used this visibility channel for line trace. I think I should use bullet trace. Now we should be easily able to detect hits. Okay, now it is working. One more thing. Here, do we have a damage level? Yeah, damage. It is 20. For the missile, it should be higher. Say, what's the damage level for the grenade? We don't have one, I think. Oh yeah, 1100. So the missile, I think something similar should be applied. So let's do the final demonstration. Let's place this one in the ground. And disable auto processing. Okay, so that's the final demonstration, and I'm gonna stop this episode right here. And thanks for watching. So as always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.